Roland Joachim here. In the next couple of months, you're going to see some videos from us around salaries. It is a bit of a taboo topic and it's something we think needs to be spoken about. Whether you're an employer or whether you're an employee and you're wondering what you're worth, or as an employer, what you should be paying, hopefully we can provide some guidance to help you understand those key things. So we're going to be covering in the next couple of months salaries on loan processors, mortgage brokers, and specifically third-party BDMs as well. So they're the three key roles we'll focus on in this series, and then later in the year we may focus on some other position types. So for this video, we're going to focus on loan processors or packagers or client service managers. There are so many different titles that these positions have, but essentially this role is a PAYG position within a mortgage broking business that is supporting a mortgage broker or a team of mortgage brokers in the processing, packaging, submission of a customer's application through to that lender via a number of different software platforms like Apply Online and the aggregator software that business is using, taking it right through to settlement. So, and even post-settlement customer service as well. So we're just going to focus on, there's three different types of loan processing roles from what I've seen in my 8 years of recruiting in this industry. The first type is where the person is doing absolutely everything. So the mortgage broker steps out of the meeting, has met with the customer, has done the fact find questionnaire, and will go to that loan processor or packager and say, here you go, you do everything, you do the serviceability, you do the research on the products, you package up the file, chase the customer for any other documentation that we haven't yet received, and then it's their responsibility to submit it and take it right through to settlement, managing both the relationship with that lender, keeping things moving through to settlement, and also keeping that customer up to date throughout that process. So that's one way that a lot of businesses do it, and that role is, for someone that's doing that, they've got quite good experience, and that experience is invaluable to that mortgage broker or to that business that they're supporting. So typically people with that level of experience can be paid anywhere from 65,000 plus super as a starting point, right up to 85,000 plus super. Now, the sweet spot we see is around that 65 to 75 plus super, but you do often get people with a lot more experience that are also doing a lot more. So that's where we get into stage two, or the second type of processor that we see. Now that's someone that's doing everything which I've just explained in the first scenario, but they're also doing office management duties. They're also potentially managing other junior processors or other people in that team. They're also potentially doing a bit more around the compliance for brokers or checking the commission reports, ensuring they've been paid correctly. So typically that is what we would call a senior loan processor / business manager that is very much supporting a brokerage with a lot more than your typical processing, but is still very hands-on on the processing as well. Now, typically those roles can be paid anywhere, those people can be paid anywhere from 75K up to 85K plus superannuation. And then you've got the third scenario, which is someone who's doing a lot less, and typically a lot more affordable, or very much a great opportunity to invest in that person to progress their career, or vice versa, a great opportunity for you to progress your career if that's the sort of role that you're in. So this person would be doing everything right through to settlement, but only from lodgement. So they're not doing the servicing, they're not packaging it up, they're not chasing the customer for information, they're not doing research on product. That file is being given to them by that broker, essentially ready to lodge. Or in some cases it's even already been lodged, and then they've just got to manage it right through to settlement, continuing to liaise with the banks, the credit assessors in the bank, keeping it moving and also keeping the customer up to date. These people can be more admin driven. They can be more of a assistant around data entry and inputting information into the system. They can actually be far more involved in the anniversary calls and the post-settlement follow-ups that a lot of you may have in your tasks to do. So these people typically can be paid anywhere from 50 to 55,000 plus super, depending on experience. But if they've got some experience, typically 55 plus super is the starting point. And then they can be paid right up to 65 plus super as well. So again, sweet spot is sitting around that 60,000 plus superannuation. So I haven't talked about bonuses because this isn't a role with sales KPIs typically, but a lot of firms we're seeing have included or implemented an annual bonus structure, which we feel is great. It's focused on overall team targets. They typically have a balanced scorecard which have some values and culture metrics linked to that bonus as well. But don't expect a bonus in these roles, guys, but if you're with a firm that has one, typically you can get anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 a year in an annual bonus, depending on the firm. But again, typically this is a support operational position, not a sales role, so we're not to expect a bonus. So that's it from us today, guys. I hope that gives you a bit more understanding of what to pay loan processors if you're a business owner or employer, or if you are a loan processor yourself, what potentially you should be being paid. So that's all today. Have a great day.